gonna be.
We're joined by William Mary head coach Aaron Dickerson Davis and Monet Dance. Coach, just your comments on the big win and what you guys did so well today.
It started and it ended with this girl right here. She set the tone from the very beginning until the very end. There was not many times that we could take her off the court. And that's just a testament to the work that she's put in, the belief in herself. It's not been an easy road, right? But she stuck with it. She was resilient, and no matter what, she wanted it. And so because she wanted it, the rest of us followed.
Monet, Jack told me earlier your previous career high was 11 against A&T, and you had 16 against A&T, and today 27. What is it about playing them that you've had so much success?
We were just able to move the ball around and execute our sets, and then my teammates were just able to find me open, so I hit the open shot down.
7 threes, tied a tournament record.
Shoot a shoot, baby. Shoot a shoot.
7 for 9. What? Just make the first one early and basket looking bigger as the day went along?
I think momentum helped, and just my teammates saying I got the next one, shoot the next one, hold me accountable. So, yeah.
All right. Question? Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
Bob, yesterday in the press conference, you mentioned what you needed to do because you had faced it so many times. I don't think you mentioned you needed a career high from dance.
I did not mention that, but that definitely helped.
26 from
Yeah, I had over 50 points from 2 of my babies, right? These are my sophomores. This is my first recruiting class when I got here. And they showed up and they showed out, and they did things today that we knew that they could do, right? Sophomore season is hard. When you're a freshman, you're just playing basketball. You don't really know any better, right? You're just playing. When you become a sophomore, there's a little bit of added pressure, right? Like, you should be playing, you should be starting, you should be executing and getting on the floor. And I think that pressure kind of weighed on them a little bit early, and I think that they were able to figure it out. Those are slumps that only you can get yourself out of. I would love to say I gave it to her, but I didn't, right? I just put the ball in her hands, and whatever she was going to do with it is what she was going to do.
Was there anything either one of you saw differently from A&T in this game from the previous two that you were able to take advantage of?
I think that A&T didn't want to lose. And what I told my team before the game, we were really tense. Like, it was super tense. There were a lot of nerves. Everybody was worried that this might be our last game. And they didn't say it, but that's just what we felt, right? And I went in and I said, y'all, if you're playing not to lose, we will not win, right? You have to play to win. And I think that A&T wanted it really bad. They won the regular season. They wanted it, and they were playing not to lose. And I think that was the biggest difference between the first 2 times we played them and today. And then obviously it's hard to beat a team a third time that you beat by a lot the first 2 times, right? And so I think there might have been a little bit of overlooking too, but I think the momentum that we had yesterday just really carried us into today.
Monet, control the ball a lot, on-ball pressure from you, and then you come down, hit a tough layup. I watched you.
Sure.
You put the book bag on.
She did.
Then came back down, hit a big 3. What was your adrenaline like? What were you feeling at that time? What was the game giving you?
I just need to do whatever it takes to help my team win. That was really all I was thinking.
Coach, first time that we've had a 9 seed in the semifinals since 2019. How good does your team feel about going forward?
I don't think we look at that. I don't think we look at our seeding. When we lost to Drexel, obviously, that is the tail of our season, right? We lost to Drexel. We were playing for second place at that point in time. I am in no way saying that we were the second place team in the league, right? We got some really great teams in this league. However, I think we also know that we were better than a 9 seed, if I'm just being brutally, totally honest. And so the seeding didn't matter, right? The only thing that mattered to us was the opponent. We lost to Hofstra. That was our senior night. That was us playing not to lose, right? That was us trying too hard, playing selfish. We had another shot at them. That's all we cared about. We didn't even mention A&T. We didn't talk one time about them. We only talked about Hofstra. And then we only talked about A&T yesterday. We didn't talk about who we might be playing next. We We haven't done anything about whoever the next opponent may be. The only thing that mattered was A&T and the fact that they beat us, but we had some really good quarters against them the last time we played them. So if we can just replicate that, then we'll have a shot at winning. And so all we cared about was every single quarter, every single possession, right? Let's stop the runs. They're going to go on runs. They're the best team in the league, right? They're going to go on runs. How do we stop it? How do we then go on a run? We knew that defense was important and obviously rebounding. I said that yesterday too. Hofstra, A&T, whoever we play next, like you have to rebound the basketball. You can't give people so many opportunities, especially when we're going to have more fatigued legs. So those are the only things that we focused on. We just tried to be very laser focused in the simple things.
Coach, going along with what you just said, winning quarters, you won the fourth, you won overtime. How do you hold the number one seed to one basket in overtime?
I mean, I started with Monet, right? What we said in the huddle before we went into overtime was that the ball is going to be in Jordan Dorsey's hands. There is no question about that. She is the best player in this league. It is going to go to her, right? Like, we need to make sure that we are just giving her hell, honestly. Like, you got to pick her up, and you can't be tired. You can worry about being tired tomorrow, right? But you cannot be tired right now. So that set the tone. And because she was picking her up, that gave everybody else the momentum that they needed to get a stop too. And I think because we were up in them like that, they started to play a little bit slower. They wanted to control the pace, and we wanted them to take a long time to score the basketball. So it just kind of played into our favor. At the end of the day, though, I wish I could say that it was our strategy, that I had some amazing, groundbreaking things to say to them in the huddle. I didn't, right? At the end of the day, it's March, and players play in March. Players make plays. Mo didn't look at me very often to call plays. She had them. She already knew what she wanted to do. She knew what the game was giving her, and she went with it. I mean, and that's what I think our team did today. They made plays. They got stops. They got rebounds. And because of that, they won.
Okay.
How do you keep the momentum going forward after coming off such a huge, emotional win against the top seed, and you're going to play, a 4 or 5 seed tomorrow? How do you keep that? How do you keep them up?
So the funny thing about that is we actually celebrated more after the game yesterday than we did today. Like when we were coming off the court, it was like, we're going to win. Like, we're going to the next thing now, right? So they went together and on the court for a second, and they got right in the line. And that's what it's going to take. If you think that your job is done because you took out this team, like, you can't win that way, right? Like, you gotta be ready to play every single game. And you got to be ready to play tired and make shots tired and force people to make shots tired. And, whatever that's going to take, you have to give everything that you have. And that's what I hope we bring tomorrow, right? Today is going to be behind us. It's actually behind us right now, right? We won. We celebrated. And now it's time for us to go watch this game, prepare for whoever we're going to have next, and then get ready to go.
Anything else?
Yes,
Okay.
Rachel Prevet, Azrael Media. Coach, I just wanted to ask you, with situations like this where everything is so intense, Bella didn't, really put up as much as I'm sure you would have liked to see from her, but Monet did, and players like Kayla did as well. And so how important is it for all of the team to be contributing and making sure that they're ready for these big moments?
On the board, we said play next, play together, play next, play poised. That was the third one today. Play together, play next, and play poised. And next could mean anything. I said this yesterday too. Next possession, next quarter, next half, overtime. You got to play next. And I think what we did today was we played next. Bella couldn't score the basketball, right? But the next person came up. The next person stepped up, and they did it. So I'm just super proud of them for really locking into what we said we needed to be successful.
Just a quick question for Monet. Something that I really noticed was on the sidelines, your teammates were cheering a lot, especially when you were on defense, and you were talking a lot about helping your teammates. How do you think that energy from the sideline contributed to your strong playing today?
We definitely talk about that a lot. Our bench energy and, it helps with the people on the floor, get us going and stuff like that. So, yeah, it helped a lot.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank
See
you,
tomorrow.
guys.